Okay, can everybody see me and hear me? Test, test, test. Let me go ahead and tweet this out. All right. We have not started yet. I'm watching a little bit of the Mariners game, but 5 o'clock we flipping over. So Mariners are up 7-0, so at least a pretty good start to the day. We can at least say that, right? Not expecting a huge turnout for this, but thought it'd be fun to do a little something. I gotta tilt the TV my way, actually. Hold on one second. So basically, it is a foregone conclusion. Oh, one second, guys. Grug, I kind of like the Mavericks. I like the Mavericks. Hey, Dev Dog, what's up? Oh, yeah. So I fixed the widgets. I fixed the widgets and the alert box. So if you sub, if you donate, if you become a member, do any of that stuff, you will see it pop up on the screen and be hopefully counted in the trackers. So we did manage to get that locked down, at least. Yeah, Henry, I love basketball. Supposedly the Sonics are coming back next year. That's what people keep saying. I got some of Church's chicken here. I like honey mustard, but Church's honey mustard's a little too zingy. Distracts from the sweetness. Yeah, Seattle and Vegas. So it basically, the way I see it, obviously we all know Victor's going number one. The interesting pick is going to be what Charlotte does. Apparently, they're pretty split between Miller and Scoot, and that's going to kind of define what happens for the rest of the draft, I think. Grug, maybe Memphis. I think you could put Memphis in the East, and like nobody would be that upset. Yeah, Minnesota actually has some pretty decent rivalries in the West. I'd rather not disrupt. Like they have a nice rivalry with Denver, or at least they used to. Maybe not so much anymore, but hey, Austin. All right, here's Adam Silver. I know it's kind of weird to say the Timberwolves had a rivalry with anybody, given that they've only won playoff series once in their whole existence, but they do. Back when Denver had Melo and Minnesota had Garnett, there was actually a bit of a rivalry there. Okay, Spurs are on the clock. I know, Austin. I don't like it either. They drop top. Yep. We all know who this is going to be. Watching Victor is like really, really. I get anxiety every time I watch Victor because I feel like he's just gonna like break in half because he's built like Slender Man. I always feel like watching him is like, oh, I'm about to see a dude die. I remember Manute Bull, not personally, but I know who he is. Okay, San Antonio pick is in. Okay, pick is in. Come on, announce it. Give it to me. I got Church's chicken here. I mean, 7 feet tall is fine, Dev Dog. It's when you start getting to like 7'3" that like it's really hard to stay on the court. Never had canes, no Ayush. Come on, make the pick. Yeah, exactly, BR Talk. That's why I'm a little concerned about it. No, we don't have in and out. Okay, I think it's coming. Okay, here we go. There we go. Number one overall. Yeah, see, they just called Victor maybe the best prospect to ever walk across this stage. I find that very hard to believe. Like, there's no way he's a better prospect than LeBron. All right. So now is where things get really interesting. BR talk. Next year's draft sucks. They should have tanked this year. That's the thing. That's the problem with what the Wizards did. Like, just trade Beal last year, tank, and then try to get Victor. Even if you don't get Victor, if you tanked last year, you almost definitely would have at least gotten Scoot or Miller, and both those guys are better than whoever goes number one next year. Like, Bronny is going to suck. That's pretty cool, Dev Dog. You should have married her. Well, yeah, Kuzma did good, but that was partially because somebody had to score. I like um I like Kuzma. But if they didn't have Beal last year, they probably would have just tanked. Hey, the Hornets are on the clock. What do the Hornets do? This is going to define a lot for the rest of the night, I think. France has produced a lot of pretty good NBA players lately, it feels like. Tony Parker, Rudy Gobert, Boris Diaw, Michael Pietrus. Oh, yeah, Nicholas Batum. He was good. I liked Evan Fournier, but he never really took off. Ian Mahimi. Oh, yeah, Joaquin Noah. Joakim Noah. He was good. Ronnie Turiev. He played a lot. He was not really good. Rudy Fernandez was from like Spain. Hey, Charlotte's pick is in. Hey, pick is in. I think Scoot's the best player here. I think Scoot's going to be good. But Charlotte already has LaMelo. I don't think Joel Embiid's French. Isn't he from the same place, the same country as Serge Ibaka? Here we go. Charlotte. Brandon Miller. Okay, so Portland's going to get the guy who they want. And Brandon Miller took a guy who said that he thought Paul George was better than Michael Jordan. The Charlotte Hornets just took a guy who claimed that Paul George is the greatest basketball player of all time. He is going to be good, but I like this. It frees up the Blazers to pick up Scoot. Yes, Snacks. We just got our second pick. Third pick is coming up in a few minutes here from the Trailblazers. Yeah. Spurs took Victor, and now the Hornets have taken Brandon Miller. Yeah, Nitro Hawk, that too. Yeah, Jordan is still technically the owner, so he helped make the pick. That being said, this was probably a joint decision. Early NBA Finals prediction. I think Denver's going to repeat. I don't know why they wouldn't. Oh, let me see if I can. Okay, there we go. There we go. Thank you, Snacks. I don't know why it wasn't updating on its own. I had to do a manual refresh, which is annoying. But whatever. Hey, Robert. Okay, Blazers pick is in. Blazers pick is in. Maybe, is this better? No, this is better. Nitro, I'm pretty sure he was a majority owner. I don't think he owned 100% of the team. The thing is, in the last couple days, Brandon Miller was saying a lot of like negative things about Michael Jordan, and some people thought that he was saying it because he didn't want to get drafted by Charlotte, so he was trying to like tank so he would go third. But if that's what he was trying to do, it didn't work. Robert, is it still 8-0? I turned it to the draft when it was 8-0. Kind of, sort of, Austin. I'm going to keep watching. Okay, the pick is in. So for the moment, they're going to use the pick. They could trade Scoot later. But we all know they're going to take Scoot here. Thank you, Tyler. 8-0? Okay, nice. And Portland was the fifth worst record, and they didn't even have 50 losses. You got to try a little bit harder to tank, man. Okay, here we go. Scoot Henderson. Yep. Punch it in. Scoot Henderson goes to the Portland Trailblazers. Augers. Okay, Houston's up next. And now the draft is going to drop off a little bit, I think, because this was a pretty strong top three. And then there's a drop off, but there's still good stuff. So how does the NBA G League work? Like if you flunk your SATs and you can't get into college, do you just go play in the G League until you're old enough to get drafted or something? Is that how this works? No, hold on. No, Snacks, I was wondering how the NBA G League works. Because I'm guessing Scoot never went to college. Like the G League, is that like a place you go if you flunk your SATs? And you play. Okay, I see. Whereas the D League is the developmental league, right? That's different. That's for players who are on teams. Interesting. Okay, Houston's on the clock. Okay, I see. Oh, really? Interesting. Man. So you know how ESPN's ticker has like the team needs for each section? For each team they go through, they list like team needs, point guard, depth, front court depth, stuff like that. Imagine if the ESPN guy just started wilding and started putting weird stuff in that category. So like for New Orleans, team need would be like OnlyFans money and stuff for Zion, just stuff like that. Imagine if the guys just started wilding like that. Zion needs OnlyFans money. Oh, Henry, you haven't been following the Zion Williamson drama? That stuff's been great, man. Yeah, Henry, you should look into the Zion Williamson stuff. I mean, snacks, they do, right? Barkley admitted it. So did Shaq, now that I think about it. The good ones get paid. The ones who are worth paying get paid. Okay, Houston's pick is in. Nice job, Austin. Somebody on my Twitter feed bet over $14,000 on Victor being the first overall pick. He bet $14,500 to win $145. It was negative 10,000. I think he was doing it to meme, but that's, I mean, it's guaranteed money, right? Okay, Houston, here we go. What do we got? Men Thompson, one of the Thompson brothers. Why does he, I know he's a guard. Amen Thompson's a guard. Why does he look like 7'8" to me from this camera angle? Yeah, 6'7". That's actually tall for a guard, but God, he looks taller. Okay, so next up is Detroit. And Detroit is the team that got completely boned over in the lottery because they had the worst record by far and fell all the way to the fifth pick, which is so brutal. Like it makes you wonder why the lottery exists. Like how is that fair? You're the worst team in the league by far, and you don't even get a top four pick in a basically three-player draft. Like what is that? Like mauled, dude. You got a mauled over that one. That is some serious mauling. Well, no, Boney, it doesn't prevent teams from tanking because teams tank constantly. Like even with the lottery, all teams tank a lot. The play-in tournament did more to prevent tanking because then you can still make the playoffs even when you have a really bad record at the end of the year. But the lottery made teams tank just as hard. Now you're just it's not guaranteed to work, but teams are still tanking. So if the Rockets get Harden, and let's say they can get Jalen Brown too, just hypothetically, is that like a playoff team? The Rockets, after they get James Harden, and then they trade some assets for Jalen Brown. Maybe they have to give up like one of their young good players for Jalen Brown with picks. That's a team that makes the playoffs, right? They don't go far, but they got to make it. Detroit's pick is in. All right, come on, Detroit, let's do it. So does the other Thompson twin go next? That'd be fun. I find it hard to believe Harden was okay with going to Houston. I find that difficult to swallow. Like he's really going to leave a playoff team to just go play for no pressure on a bad team unless he believes they're going to be good immediately, right? All right, here we go. Detroit, what you doing? Asar Thompson, the other Thompson brother. The other Thompson brother. That's pretty cool, right? That's a cool moment. Two twins, or I think they're twins, but brothers going back to back in the draft in the top five. Pretty sweet. What would have been really fun is if they went to the same team somehow. Okay, the Magic pick here is really interesting because they've got another pick at 11, and the Magic are a team that might start making the leap because they've got Paolo, they've got Wagner, and they've got, well, I guess Markel Fultz because he's been playing good lately. I think they got one other young guy who's like intriguing. Let me check their roster real quick. I think I forgetting a name here. Well, they got Wendell Carter Jr., but he's got Cole Anthony. He's only 22. Jalen Suggs. Okay, there we go. Jalen Suggs. So, like, that is a super nice core. So, if they could make the right pick here, that team might be making a move in the East. The East is weak. I actually thought Orlando was a sleeper team that should have made a trade for Lillard. Because if they got Lillard and kept Wagner and Paolo, that's a team that can make a run. But even without Lillard, I think they have a chance at making a run. That's a good team. Magic still on the clock. Okay, pick is in. Magic making the pick for the moment. Mm, 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 mm. And Magic 13th in the East last year. They got a lot of young, nice talent. I'm surprised they were that bad. Come on, give us the Magic pick. Stop messing around. Oh, who this year is going to be drafted during a Taco Bell commercial? That's the question. Okay, here we go. Magic. Anthony Black, a guard. Arkansas. So that's kind of interesting, right? Because they've got Suggs, they've got Fultz, they've got Cole Anthony. So they're adding another guard. Who's kind of getting left out there? Who's going to lose minutes? Okay, so now we have the Indiana Pacers. Man, I can't believe the Wizards blew their team up and didn't even get any first round picks out of it. That is phenomenal amounts of ineptitude. Okay. Anthony Black listed as a shooting guard. I mean, at the end of the day, I guess in the NBA, you're usually best off taking best player available, and you can be creative with your lineups later if you really want to. Try to make it work. You can usually find a way to make it work. Okay, so the Pacers still got 4 minutes left on their clock. Pacers pick is in. Still no trades. Still no draft time trades. There was a trade earlier today, obviously. But where are the mid draft trades? All right. What do we got here? Come on, Pacers. Just announce the pick. Punch it in. Tied 11th in the East. 35 wins. You know, now that I think about it, who are the good players on the Pacers? I genuinely don't know what they have going on that team right now. Mila Kulamale. Bial. Oh, another French player. Oh, this is the yeah, this is the guy who was playing with Victor, right? Oh yeah, Halliburton. I know Halliburton. Is Turner Miles Turner? Is he still around? Bilal Koulibaly. Yeah, I think this is the guy who was playing with Victor. Okay, I know this guy. A little bit. Washington up next. Not that positions mean anything anymore, but we still don't have a power forward coming off the board. We don't have any power forwards that have gotten drafted yet. Metropolitans 92 is an interesting team name. You know, how does Victor shoot threes so well when his hands are so big? How does he pull that off? Because that was always like Shaq's excuse, right? My hands are too big to shoot free throws. Okay, the Wizards continue their disastrous attempt at a rebuild. How are they going to screw this one up? Very true, Boney. So, does Washington take like Taylor Hendricks here? That would make. I mean, they could use anything, right? Like their team is getting completely blown up. Oh. Bilal is going to the Wizards. Okay, so the Wizards are going to pick for the Pacers, and the Pacers pick goes to the Wizards, but Washington must pick something else in there, right? I mean, I'm sorry, Indiana, because Indiana, in effect, trades back one spot. Huh. Interesting. Mm, mm. Okay. So, probably Austin. That sounds about right. I mean, they've been impossibly bad since Garris Walker, and that is going to go to Indiana. So Jarris Walker to Indiana, and then Bilal goes to Washington. Everybody confused? All right, Utah. Okay. So does Utah take Kobe? Do they take Kobe Buffkin? Yeah, there's a player in this draft named Kobe. I know, Austin. It's stupid. Okay, let's see here. Come on. Go to Utah. Give us the Utah pick. Utah. What you doing? Well, the Jazz have 3 first-round picks. They don't really have a point guard that would make sense to pick here, do they? Maybe maybe Kobe, but that's about it. So do the Jazz take Kobe Buffkin? Well, Austin, I don't think there was anything wrong with it. They just decided to change it, and then after the Gilbert Arenas thing, there's no way they can change it back. Raptors going to be able to get anybody decent? Doesn't seem like it. Let's see. So the best player still available is probably Taylor Hendricks. Nice two-way player, 3 and D guy. Jazz pick it. Oh yeah, Jazz pick is in. Jazz pick is in. When's the last time the Wizards even played in the conference finals? Because they never made a conference finals with Gilbert or John Wall. So I kind of feel like they haven't made one since at least the 80s. Could be wrong, but it's been a. We might be coming up on like. We might be up at about like 40 years since. Ugh. Santi. So with every second that passes, it becomes less likely that Portland is going to trade Scoot. So it seems like they're going to roll forward with him. But that's a nice guard rotation. Dame, Sharp, and Scoot. Why do they keep showing the same commercial over and over again? I've already seen this one. I'm not going to buy a Nissan Rogue now just because you showed me the exact same commercial twice in 2 minutes. Cam Whitmore is number one on the big board for Jay Bilas. Good is Simons really though? Like, does he actually have value? Like beyond just like a second round pick type thing? Okay, here we go. Taylor Hendricks. Yep, there we go. Okay, here come my Mavericks. Mavericks need help, people. They still haven't made a decision on Kyrie. Whitmore makes sense. Derek Lively the second from Duke. I would not hate either one. Okay. Dallas still has about 4 minutes. I haven't heard any trades. Dallas still thinking about it. Okay, pick is in. They need a wing defender and a starting center. Yeah. Obi Buffkin is still actually a pretty decent pick here, I think. Good defensive player. That's kind of what I'm leaning here. Thank you, Austin. I appreciate that. Thank you for the member message. I love the tier list, Brendan. Those are fun. Yeah, they are. Oh, the Thunder are getting this one. Dallas traded. Yeah, okay. Dallas traded their pick and moved down 2 spots in order to dump a crappy contract to OKC. So OKC's picking here now. Oh, that's cool, Austin. I'm gonna do more. Okay, the Thunder are taking this pick from Dallas, so Dallas is picking for the Thunder. So hopefully nobody that Dallas would covet goes here or to Orlando. Two future second round picks in 2028. Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. AC Wallace is going to the Thunder. Guard from Kentucky. All right, I don't think that's a player Dallas necessarily would have wanted. I shouldn't say we because I'm not. Yeah, combo guard. Yeah, I don't know if that was necessarily what I wanted on the Mavericks, so I think that's fine. I got no beef with that. So not a lot of wacky trades yet. Okay, Magic. What are they going to do here? They could take the center. They could take Lively to back up Wagner. Well, excuse me, Wendell Carter. Are they talking about Siakam? I can't imagine any Blazers fan would rather have Siakam than Scoot. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me at all. Magic pick is in, by the way. And that's how they always do things in the NBA draft. You always pretend like you're going to the team that drafted you, even though you know you're getting traded. That's how they always do things. It's weird, but that's how it goes. So anyway, my plan tonight, guys, is to go until the end of the first round, and then I'm gonna hop over to Final Fantasy 16. Ooh. Oh, okay. This is last year's trade, or actually 2 years ago. Jake Howard goes to the Magic, a guard. Okay, I don't feel like the Mavericks got sniped. I could be wrong, but I don't feel like they got sniped. I think they can still take a Lively if they want to. Oh, this is Jawan Howard's son. Whoa, I didn't know that. I missed that. Jawan Howard's son. Cool. Okay, so yeah, this is the Dallas pick. Apparently, Hornets fans are really unhappy about the Brandon Miller pick. All right, come on. What did the Sun? Yeah, well, Mavericks. I don't know. I still like the idea of Lively. Malding. All right, so are they doing it? Come on, announce it. Give the Mavericks Lively. Give me a shot blocker. I don't know, Michael. That doesn't seem like a very like getting minus 120 on that. That's not really good value, I don't think. You're not even getting 1 to 1. Like if it was like God, if it was plus 130, okay. But the fact that you actually aren't even getting 1 to 1, I think that's a stay away. Yeah, I'm staying away from minus 120. Uh, oh, hey, Snacks, what's up? The video I texted you yesterday is really, really stupid, but I don't know why. It makes me laugh really hard. I love it. The Sneed meme video I texted you when you were at work. I don't know why. It's really stupid, but there's just something about it that works way better than it should. What? No, no, it was the one where they're dabbing while chanting something. I'll be right back. I gotta put this ketchup in the fridge. I know, Austin. All right, pick's still not in. Well, it's in, but we it hasn't been announced yet. I'm guessing we're gonna get Lively. Hey, Donnie. Here we go. All right, lively. I like it. Shot blocker who can score on the interior. Good passer for a big man. 7'1". I like it. I think that's a reasonable fit. When your perimeter is populated by guys like Kyrie and Luca, you need someone to protect the rim because people are going to get to the rim a lot. Raptors. What are the Raptors going to do here? Best player left. Maybe it's Kobe Buffkin. You know, now that I think about it, it's kind of weird that we don't see more young NBA players named Kobe. You would think that the success of a guy named Kobe would lead a lot of people to name their kids Kobe, but it's actually really rare. Like this guy, Kobe Buffkin, might be the first Kobe I've seen who isn't, the Mamba. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was kind of nice because whenever you said the name Kobe, everyone knew immediately who you were talking about. Like there was never any mystery of like, what Kobe are you talking about? But surprised it didn't happen more. Hey, Bam. Yeah, he's wearing the Thunder hat, even though we all know he's going to Dallas. I can't sneed. I can't sneed. Is Van Fleet leaving? I think he is. I think you're right. Van Fleet's leaving. So logically, Toronto would take his successor because for the moment they're keeping Siakam and Ananubi, or Ananobi, or however you pronounce it. So who's the best point guard left? Is it Grady Dick's a shooting guard? Maybe Jalen Hood Shafino? Maybe Keontae George from Baylor? Toronto got 2 minutes left. Yeah, he's still there too, Santi. Cam Whitmore. Is in. Toronto pick is in. And Jordan Poole must be really excited to play on the Wizards. He'll get to shoot like 80 times a game and nobody will give a shit. Seahawks fan. And Whitmore would be pretty good value here, but they don't need another wing. They already have Siakam and Anunoby. They need like a point guard or maybe a big man. So apparently JJ Redick made the playoffs every single year he was in the NBA. Is that true? Grady Dick, shooting guard. Oh, they're still kind of short a point guard and maybe a center, but that's not bad. Because I guess OG usually plays the three, and then Siakam plays the four. Apparently, Siakam doesn't want to leave Toronto. All right, the Pelicans are up next. Is the Zion trade coming? Is it too late for them to trade Zion now? It probably is, right? Well, not necessarily, I guess, but I guess they're going to cling on to Zion for a minute. Yeah, you're right. He does. Yeah, that happens so rarely, though, Santi, right? Like, Portland isn't that bad of a place. Like, is Portland really so toxic of a franchise? It's you would get drafted there and just be like, no. Oh, I see. Pretty good so far, big country. The Mavericks got lively, which I really like. Pelicans on the clock. Yeah, that's true, Santi. That's a great take. Okay, here we go. Come on, pals. They got 2 minutes left about. Yeah, we needed a shot blocker. I like that pick for them. Makes sense to me. Apparently, the Pelicans tried to trade up but couldn't quite make it happen. All right, come on, Pels. You got to beat the buzzer here. Da, 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 da. We're like the Smellikins. No, it's not always all about stats, I guess, is what I would say about that. Like, doesn't Jimmer Fredette have the record for most points scored in a college career or something? I still don't know why Jimmer was so bad. And by the way, the Pels pick is in. Like, how could a guy that good at shooting not at least find some place where he just gets to jack up open threes? Like, you put him on a team with, like, I don't know, why can't he go to LeBron's team or something and just be a catch and shoot guy? Like, how could that guy not find a way? Okay, here we go. So yeah, the Mavericks moved down 2 spots to dump Davis Bertans. Gordon Hawkins, shooting guard. They already have Brandon Ingram. Actually, isn't Ingram a small forward more than anything? Oh, okay, Pistol Pete. That's kind of crazy that nobody's broken that record. Nothing but. There wasn't even a 3 point line back then, was there? Okay, so now we're out of the lottery, right? Yeah, I think we're out of the lottery because the Hawks are up next. Mm. Cousin of Angel Reese. Oh, interesting. Really good shooter. Okay. They're saying Jordan Hawkins is like Richard Hamilton. Hamilton was not really a good 3-point shooter at first. I don't think. I think he like developed it. Jeremy Lamb. That's not a good comparison, though. Nobody wants to be compared to Jeremy Lamb. They want to get compared to Ray Allen and Richard Hamilton. Atlanta's got 3.5 minutes left to make this here pick. I need me a monster to clobber it at their Kirby. Do they take a guard to replace Trae Young, who they apparently really want to trade? Like somebody like a Jalen Hood or Keontae George? Boy, George. Oh, boy. Pick is in. Man, not a lot of craziness going on right now. I wanted chaos, but I guess all the chaos happened before the draft. A quick reminder, guys, that I will be jumping on Final Fantasy 16 shortly after I stop streaming the draft. I plan on streaming the first round and then probably cutting out because, you know, the second round, maybe 2 or 3 guys will ever amount to anything. But if you want to watch me stream, it's technically the second stream of Final Fantasy 16. But if you want to watch, just head on over there shortly after I stop streaming here. We're going to have fun tonight. Yeah, I think Atlanta's pick is coming in. How did the Lakers have the 17th pick? How'd that happen? Mm-hmm. Okay, there's Kobe. Kobe Buffkin. Huh. Not a terrible pick if they're planning on using that to move off of Trae Young. Yeah, I can't tell how the Lakers got pick 17, and I'm really surprised they haven't traded it yet. Cam Whitmore is probably BPA. Does Utah just go BPA? I like Kobe Buffkin, but I don't like him on Atlanta. Well, what if they trade Trey Young? Because it sounds like they want to trade Trey Young. If they do that, I think it becomes a little more appealing. What did Nasir Little end up doing? Where is he these days? Kobe as a freshman averaged 3 points a game. Last year he averaged 14. 3 points a game. Oh boy. Deontay George here, maybe? Oh, okay. Is in for the Utah Jazz. Victor Wembanyama. The two worst posters in the history of the NBAB, all in one name. This guy's definitely going to be a bust. Man, the Jazz actually sniffed the playoffs last year. Yeah, so they've got Lauri Markkanen. Then they've got oh yeah, Walker Kessler. That's like their foundation. So they need guards, they need wings. Second tallest player ever drafted first overall behind Yao Ming. Huh. All right, what do we got here? They need guards. Utah needs a guard. I mean, Yao wasn't really... Yao lost his mobility really quickly. No, I don't think it would be that hard for him to be as good as Yao. Like, Yao had like a short window where he was mobile enough to play defense, and then he lost it. Tony. Come on. Stop dragging your feet. Give me a pick, Utah. Thank you, Stony. I appreciate that. Victor, Webb, and Yama. Okay, Utah Jazz. Deontay George. Makes decent amount of sense to me. All right, that seems like a smart pick to me. Okay, now we've got the Lakers. Who are they going to draft and then trade to appease LeBron's desire to hang out with his favorite uh, old players? Who are the Lakers going to draft to trade? Please, please, please. All right, let's see here. They kind of just trade the pick now, maybe. I could still do that, I guess. Surprised we haven't seen more trades, honestly. Still kind of surprised by that. Warriors come up in a couple picks. That's actually going to be really interesting. If the Warriors can like get somebody who can help even a little bit this year. Like you think about the Warriors right now, you've got Curry and Paul, and then you've got Clay and Gary Payton to the second. You've got Wiggins and DiVincenzo. If they bring back Draymond, they got Draymond and Kuminga, who apparently is going to make a leap this year. That's what everyone expects. And then you've got Looney and Jamichael Green. Like if they could get some kind of an upgrade at with their center backup center spot, I think that's pretty legit. Or maybe they need to get a little better at like backup shooting guard behind Gary Payton because by the end of the season they weren't using Gary Payton at all, really. One sec. Ah. So they're showing a clip from the watch party at the um, Hornets arena, and the Hornets mascot actually looked really disappointed when they drafted Miller. Like the mascot. Funny. Don't worry, Donnie. Got no problem with that. Elgin Baylor. Okay. What are the Lakers going to do? Who are they going to draft and then immediately trade for some washed up veteran that LeBron wants to hang out with? Oh, okay. They Jalen Hood Shafino, mid-range shooter, good defender, not a great shooter, which is kind of a bit of going to be a bit of a problem on this team, but not a bad little combo guard prospect, but probably going to get traded. Okay, now we got the Miami Heat. Snacks, are you in the building? Cam Whitmore is probably BPA. Shades of Corey Maggette, according to the Ringer here. Seems like Cam Whitmore is more of an athlete who isn't going to be ready to contribute for maybe as many as 2 years. So if you're Miami, would you rather have somebody like Bryce Sensabaugh? Although actually for them, maybe Leonard Miller makes more sense as like an undersized power forward. So if I had to guess, I want to say the Heat take Leonard Miller, but I don't know. Maybe Noah Clowney? Maybe Noah Clowney is actually kind of an interesting pick here. Yeah, I kind of like Sensabaugh for the Heat here if they're going to take a perimeter player. Hey, Bylas thinks all the best remaining players are guards and perimeter players. Huh. Cam Whitmore apparently screwed up his interviews, and that's why he hasn't gotten picked yet. So, are the Trailblazers going to get Cam Shitmore? Apparently, this is the only pick the Miami Heat have in this draft, so they got to make it count. Someone on the Yankees hit a home run. And Flexen is just cooked this year. Can't do nothing. Heat pick is in. Hashtag heat culture. Here we go. Jaime Jaquez Jr., forward from UCLA. That's a little bit of a curveball for me. He's a wing. Okay. 6'6". Maybe that frees them up to trade Harrow. Good post defender. Or excuse me, post shooter, apparently. Good rebounder. Okay. Warriors. This one's going to be fascinating. Do they take the Whitmore plunge? Do the Warriors take the Whitmore plunge? I kind of like Sensabaugh for them, man. Shot 40% from three last year. Rebounds fairly well for his size. Yeah, I kind of like Sensabaugh. Conti, did Blazers fans want him because he played for UCLA or something? Was he like from Oregon, or did they like him? I wonder if like right after the draft ends, there's gonna be a bunch of trades and stuff. Okay. I mean, Santi, I guess that's the right attitude to have. You know, now that I think about it, I don't know how the Heat even have that pick. How do they have the 18th pick? They're talking about the Warriors' tax bill. $243 million. Draymond Green. $67 million. Wow. So the Warriors kind of can't bring him back almost unless they literally don't care about money. Like, how much is the Warriors owner worth? Is he worth so much money he doesn't give a crap about 170 million? Brandon Podemski, Santa Clara. Brandon Podemski. Really good shooter. Kind of. He's kind of got point guard size. So now they've got Curry, CP3, and this Podemski guy who, I mean, he's a combo guard, but I don't know. Looking at him, I kind of feel like he's a point guard. Okay, that's kind of a huh. He's a really good rebounder. It looks like. I don't know how to feel about that one. If he's gonna play shooting guard, then maybe they just dump Gary Payton on somebody because for some reason, like they traded for Gary Payton and then he never plays, like ever. Like, what was the point of getting Gary Payton? They traded for him and then they don't use him. But that seems like he seems like a really good player. Houston up, picking at 20. Portland's pick is not far away. So, top players available. We still got Cam Whitmore. Still got Bryce Sensabaugh, Leonard Miller, and Noah Clowney. It's we didn't get him. So what happens now? Does Cam Whitmore just fall to the second round, Rashard Lewis style? Rockets did it. Not really. I don't really care at this point, Santi. But Houston got Whitmore. Huh. Well, it's their second pick, so reasonable time to take a risk. Who do they get in the first? Yeah, Thompson. So all right. So they took Cam Whitmore. We're 2/3 of the way through the draft. The Sensabaugh guy, Santi. He's a good shooter. I like guys like that. Although Portland doesn't really need another guard now, do they? So what is this show on FX? It's called The Bear. I guess it's really good. Everyone keeps talking about it, but I hadn't even heard of it until like a few weeks ago. Seahawks fan, they have Looney. That's all they really need from a center. And Draymond can still play probably small ball center a little bit. Although, I will admit, they don't really have any way to handle Jokic. Jokic is going to be like their kryptonite. Well, yeah, AD bullies most people when he's healthy. I don't think that's really a strike against Looney. I don't know. I don't think the Warriors prioritize that position very much. There is Jamichael Green. He did a couple okay things last year. How many more years does Nurkic have on his deal? I know, Will. It's crazy. What team do I support? I'm kind of a Mavericks fan. Hey Carson, what's up? Good to see you. We're in commercials right now, but when we get back, we should see Houston pick Whitmore. Yep, there we go. Cam Whitmore is off the board. All right, very nice. Okay, guys, I'm going to step away for a few minutes. I need to refill my water and I need to use the bathroom. But I'll be back for the last 10 picks. But Cam Whitmore's finally off the board. Two Brooklyn picks coming up. Okay, we are back. All right, what are the Brooklyn Nets gonna do? Okay, Nets have less than a minute and a half. Theory. All right, come on, Nets. Make both picks back to back. Make both picks immediately. Okay, so for the Nets, do they take Noah Clowney? Maybe Sensabaugh would be best for them, actually. He's a good shooter. They need a shooter. And honestly, Sensabaugh might be the best BPA. Okay, come on. Give us the pick. While I'm young. Here we go. Oh, Noah Clowney. Yep. Big man. Makes sense. They needed some rebounding. He's also a good three-point shooter for a big man. Kind of Chris Bosh-ish, maybe. Little Chris Bosh-like. Okay, they got one more pick. So, bet BPA might be Sensabaugh. I wonder if they just scoop him. And then there's like, I mean, Portland could take Leonard Miller or the Nigerian guy. E.G. Jackson. Ringer's big board has him in the second round. They don't like him that much. Huh. Interesting. I wasn't familiar with him. Not really. They got Ninja 21st, so that would actually be about good value. All right, Nets, what you gonna do? Sacktown getting the Murray, bro. Oh yeah, Noah Clowney was teammates with the shooter over in Alabama. Very nice. Okay, here we go. Come on, Brooklyn. They've got a minute 20 seconds left. They should already know who they're gonna pick. They just had the previous pick. Okay, they got 15 seconds left. Come on, Brooklyn. 10 seconds. Does Portland get to take the pick over if Brooklyn doesn't make it? Is that what's happening here? Okay, pick is in. I think they literally beat the buzzer. Or ESPN was just messing around, but it looked like they got the pick in with about 2 seconds left. All right, here we go, Brooklyn. Tariq Whitehead. Okay. Well, they picked a guard, so obviously Portland's not going to be unhappy about that. Portland definitely didn't need another guard. He's a really good three-point shooter. All right, guys. The Portland Trailblazers are on the clock. Let's get jazzed up here, man. Smith Jr., the point guard. Yeah, that would raise some serious questions. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Clock's frozen. So I'm going to say Leonard Miller or James Nnaji. Good a guess as any. We took the Murray, bro. Okay. I mean, he's a pretty decent shooter. Good defender. I mean, they're going to need a good defender, right? In that backcourt, Portland is going to need a good perimeter defender if they're going to continue to play guys like Dame and and Sharp. Okay. And there are still some pretty interesting players left, I think. I like some of these guys. Dorian Finney-Smith. The Ringer compares him to Keegan Murray, which seems really, really lazy to me. Left-handed Keegan Murray. 3 and D player. Okay, Portland needs that. All right. Okay, they're officially announcing the Portland pick. Yep, Chris Murray. So they're just going to be a really low number of trades tonight, huh? I was hoping for chaos. Okay, so Portland gets a 3 and D perimeter player. So their front court is still. I mean, I'm not thrilled about their front court if I'm a Blazers fan, but not a bad pick. Okay, Sacramento. So did Sacramento get sniped on the Murray bro? Who are they going to take now? That's pretty funny. Portland just decided to be shitters. Portland just decided to be assholes. I like it. Oh, the Kings traded their pick? Okay. So they wanted Murray, and now they're like, I don't know what to do. Who'd they trade to? Really? Okay. Well, I wonder what the Mavs gave up. This is interesting then. Let's see what happens. Olivier Maxence Prosper. Well, that's a really cool name. Looks like he's kind of a 3-and-D player. Yeah, okay, that's a little not quite. The comp is PJ Tucker. Okay. I don't mind that. What did they give up though? What did they give up for the pick? All right. Seems like just kind of one of those scrappy, high effort players with good athleticism who does a lot of dirty stuff. Okay, the Grizzlies on the clock here. All right. So the pick is in for the Memphis Grizzlies. Is this the pick that the Yeah, this is the Celtics pick. Now they when they traded Marcus Smart. Okay, so this is the Celtics in effect. Celtics get Leonard Miller. I think that would be that would be a nice pick for him, I think. He's leaner Paul Millsap. I mean, hey, I'd be pretty happy about that. Hey, Austin. Come on. I feel like the Grizzlies pick has been in for 8 hours. Let's go. Let's see here. Who do I think the Celtics are going to take? Quote unquote Celtics. Do they take Nick Smith? Marcus Sasser? Yep, Marcus Sasser. Shades of Lindsey Hunter. Good 3-point shooter. Pretty good defender. Okay. Logical replacement for Marcus Smart, honestly. Makes sense. All right. The Indiana Pacers are now up. Only 5 more picks left, guys. So Pacers got 3.5 minutes left about. And they actually pick again at 29. They got a lot of picks. Oh, still best player on the board is probably Sensabaugh. I don't know why he's falling. Like, Sensabaugh seems like the kind of guy that you want in the modern NBA. He's a three-point shooter, catch and shoot guy. Somebody who can shoot the lights out. I'm surprised. All right, let's see here. So Indiana, Charlotte, Utah, Indiana, and the Clips. It's always kind of interesting to trace through these picks to see how they ended up where they ended up. Like, Denver's not picking last in the first round, and like, why do the Clippers have that pick? I'd probably have to go through a giant rabbit hole to figure it out, you know? So the Celtics still need to trade Jaylen Brown, though. They can't afford Porzingis, Brown, and Tatum, right? Like, what's going on there? What are they gonna? Are they just gonna let it roll with Jaylen Brown on the last year of his deal and lose him for nothing next year? This is weird. I thought they would have had to have done something by now. Pacers. Ben Shepherd. Wow, so Sensabaugh's just gonna fall to the second, ain't he? Really good three-point shooter. That's the main thing with him, I guess. Okay, now we have the Hornets. Okay. So, Hornets already disappointed their fan base once today. Are they going to do it again? What do you guys think? Is there really anything they can do that would disappoint anybody? Nick Smith. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How many point guard types are... Well, no, wait. I'm sorry. This is like a backup to LaMelo, kind of? It's kind of LaMelo backup slash insurance. For a second, I was like, they already took Scoot, and then I realized, no, they didn't take Scoot. Yeah. I mean, it's not like Brandon Miller's a bad player. That's the thing. It's like we were talking about how Scoot and Miller were like very close. I think Scoot's better, but I don't get the sense that Miller's like some Sam Bowie type. I think Miller's probably going to be really good, is the thing. All right, the Utah Jazz are up next. Their third first round pick. Do they keep stocking their backcourt? That's what I would do. That makes sense to me. Yeah, Austin, I'm starting a new game tonight. I'm starting a brand new game. So I'll probably be on Twitch in not too long. Excuse me. All right, come on, Jazz. Pick is in, by the way, for the Jazz. God, it was such a boring draft after all, man. I was hoping like CP3 would get traded 8 times in 3 hours or something. Just something completely wacky like that. Okay, there's Sensabaugh. Bryce Sensabaugh. That's a good pick. I like that pick by Utah. Okay, Pacers got one more pick, and then we got the Clippers. Pacers got 4 more minutes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, come on. Just three, or excuse me, 2 more picks, and we can move on with our lives. Okay. Pick is in for the Pacers. Julian Strong. Julian Strother. Julian Strother. Oh, Gonzaga. Okay. Looks like a 3 and D guy. Guys, one more pick. One more pick and I'm out of here. Thanks for hanging out. I know we don't have too many people around here. I knew this was not a stream that was going to get a lot of people, but I wanted to do something because I haven't been doing a lot on YouTube lately. Mm, 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 mm. All right. Clippers got 2 minutes 40 seconds left to take us home. Come on. What you got? Pick is in. Pick is in for the LA Clippers. Okay, come on. Pick spin in for a minute. Come on. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. All right. Here's the pick. Final pick of the night for the first round. Final pick of my night. Kobe Brown. Kobe Brown. Another Kobe. Missouri. Okay. All right, guys. That'll do it for tonight. Had some fun. Obviously, a really slow stream, but it is, the NBA draft. Not a ton of interest here yet. But I'm telling you, a year from now, you might care a lot. All right, guys. Thanks for chilling with me. I'll see you guys later tonight if you want to come watch me on Twitch. I don't know exactly when I'm going to go live, but a little later tonight, I'm going to be doing Final Fantasy 16. Brand new game. I'm excited to see how it goes. See you guys later.